Hey guys, we are back. We are in the kitchen now. I showed you guys my haul already, so now you get to see what I'm going to be making. The first thing we're going to be making is two kinds of marinades. One's going to be a jerk marinade, and the second one is going to be a Haitian marinade called épices. So these marinades are going to be the base of our chicken. So this is what we're going to use most of our videos to marinate our chicken, and it's going to have plenty of flavor. It's an easy recipe. I'm going to walk you guys through it step by step, and come with me and we can do this together. Let's go. All right guys, first things first, always gotta wash your hands. You can't cook with dirty fingers. Let me tell you why I love to wash my hands. Because my hands is my spoon as far as my tasting. This right here, this is what I do to taste my food. So we wash our hands, make sure I get all the soap out. Better wash your hands, I'm watching you. All right guys, step number 2, prep your vegetables. So these are the ingredients you're gonna need. We got 5 garlic cloves, 5 of them, peel them up. Green onions. We're gonna use half of a white onion, okay? These are optional. I mean, they're really not optional because it won't be jerk if it don't have a little bit of kick to it. But I use about 2 to 3 habaneros. All right, we're going to use peppercorn, brown sugar, fresh ginger. We're just gonna need a little piece of it, all right? And fresh thyme. Thyme or thyme. I don't know how to pronounce it. Thyme. We're going to need white vinegar. And then we're also going to need, let's see, olive oil, extra virgin. All right. So I don't want to be boring to you guys, so we're just gonna speed this up. You can watch how I do this. All right, step number 3. I like to give my veggies a little rinse because you can't always trust the store to rinse out your stuff for you. So give it a nice little rinse. Make sure everything is clean. And back to the cutting board. All right, step number 4. Put everything in your blender. So we have the onions. I like to dice them up just to give it some room to work with. The onions. We have the garlic. Green onions, I cut them in half as well. The thyme, cut those in half so it can work well with the blender. And our ginger, cut that up. Drop the peppers in there. Be careful again if you're not using any gloves. All right, next we put the peppercorn. I got the wrong peppercorn, this has the grinder, so you put a few, maybe 5 or 6 in there, so I'm just going to grind it in here. I think that's enough. Maybe put a little bit more. I do like pepper, so put a little bit more. There we go. All right. Next is a pinch of water, just a little bit of water, just to break it up in the blender. Next step is you put at least a tablespoon of browning. This is to give it some color because you don't want it to be white while you're marinating the chicken. So we put a little bit of browning sauce in there. And the last step is to cover this up and let it blend for approximately 5 minutes, depending on what kind of blender you have. See, I have the Ninja, so maybe quicker. All right, right, I also like to add a little bit of olive oil. And let me open this up. About 2 tablespoons of olive oil. All right, a little pinch of vinegar. If you see the consistency of your vegetables is a little bit watery, you just add the vegetables in there and it'll thicken up. Sorry guys, I forgot 2 more ingredients. It is cilantro and parsley. And you just get you a little bunch of each. And you just throw it in the blender. Don't worry, I'll put it in the description below. So if you didn't catch that, just read the description. All right guys, that was the jerk marinade. Very easy to do. What you're gonna need is you're gonna need a clear jar to put it in, a mason jar, or hold on, let me look for a jar. This will work. I don't use this stuff. I don't even know why I got it, so I'm just gonna dump it out. Clear jar. All right, and then you're just gonna pour it in your clear jar that you just bought or just dumped out. Just pour it in the jar. What you're gonna need to do is squeeze about half a lemon juice in the jar so it can preserve it for up to 6 months in the fridge. So that way you can just use a little bit at a time if you need to marinate your chicken and save the rest in the fridge for 6 months. Side note, if you guys don't have a Ninja blender, go get one. Best thing. All right, and there you have it guys, your jerk. On the next video, I'll show you what to do with this. It's gonna be good, I promise.